We've got Thomas next, who, if you didn't see his talk yesterday on OM trees, then do catch up on that when you can. He is an energy healer, a shamanic practitioner, and the winner of our fancy dress competition from yesterday. Hey!
Yeah, not today.
So welcome, Thomas.
Hi guys, welcome. Shamanism, shamanic healing, working with spirits. Spirit, we see spirit in every single thing that is around us, spirit in ourselves, spirit in life. Life is spirit. What is spirit? It's universal life, life force. So within every atom of every single thing in the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual worlds, all made up of spirit energy, spirit. So we communicate with spirit. We work as a team. What's been said before by Crystal in the first workshop about respect and honor, absolutely 1,000,000%. Otherwise, we're trapped here in this illusion of reality, of physicality. And we think, yeah, we're knocking our heads against non-existent walls, but trying to get on with life and life as we see it. But in reality, if we were to pull back and work with spirit to help us, to guide us, to work through just everything that we want in our lives, everything and anything is attainable. When we work with spirit, if I'm having a session, we bring light. And with light, we bring spirit, we bring love, peace, respect, honor. For the Pomegranate Festival, for this session and all sessions here tonight and yesterday. And blessings and blessings and blessings. We raise the energy through drums, through rattles. So I use a rattle. So I'm just going to bring up the spirit in the east. Great air dragon, Fabros the yellow, Fabros the yellow, Fabros the yellow. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this sacred space, this sacred grove, this sacred healing. From the south, great fire dragon, Idris the red, Idris the red, Idris the red. Welcome, welcome, welcome to this sacred space, this sacred grove, this sacred healing. We turn to the west, great water dragon, Idris the blue, Idris the blue, Idris the blue. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the sacred space, the sacred grove, the sacred healing. We turn to the north, great earth dragon, Mordreth the green, Mordreth the green, Mordreth the green. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the sacred space, the sacred grove, the sacred healing. We look to the heavens, calling great spirit dragon, Repair the black, repair the black, repair the black. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the sacred space, the sacred grove, the sacred healing. Ancestors, 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 ancients, 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 elders, elders, elders. Grandmothers, 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 grandfathers, grandfathers, grandfathers. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the sacred space, the sacred grove, the sacred healing. I call in my allies. I call in my teachers. I call in my friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the sacred space, the sacred grove, the sacred healing. So we sit with spirit, within, without, above, below, between, betwixt. And we're here to talk about shamanism, shamanic practitioner, healing. Shamanism has been around for 100,000, maybe 400,000 years, when humans were walking the planet and walking across the great expanses of land, in amongst the animals, in amongst the terrain, the weather. And of course, in those days, the people were at one with the energy of the planet. And duly elected members, male or female, would become that figurehead, the shaman, the healer, the one that links in with spirit, to ask for directions. Where's the best way? Where's the shelter? Where's the food? Where's the danger? Can we hide from it? Where can we go and live for seasons? And that person would commune with spirits, and spirits are with them, walking around with them. They were part of it. They felt it. They saw them. They were just living as one. And so people moved around the planets, and as they grew into towns and small areas, of course, all these things were slowly forgotten or left to one side. But in more sort of out of the way areas, tribes or groups of people that still kept it always, were always linked in with spirit. And these shamans who, the word shaman actually comes from the Tungus tribe in Siberia, means spiritual healer, one who sees in the dark. It's working from the heart into spirit. And again, as I said, keep saying, spirit is working as a team. We get to experience the heights, the knowledge, the wisdom, the healing from spirit. They're working with us and touching into the physical world. Not all spirits teachers in the upper world have had experiences on the earth. So for them, it's a great exchange of energies. They'll work in, tuning in with us, working through that. We become the hollow bone, as we call it, as we channel. And as we're channeling through, they get the chance to experience the physical world and to do good. They're all knowing, all compassionate, all loving spirits, entities. They've chosen to come and work with us. And we, as shamanic practitioners or people that work in spirit, you all work with spirit. You're there to help other people. And that's by working with spirit. That's working from your heart. We are light workers. We are channeling. We're channeling when we don't even know we're channeling, when those ideas come through to us. We're working with them. So these communities were fine. They're all around the place. And then religions came onto the scene, and the religions would come through, and they're saying it's just the one religion. There is one God. There's just one way. And so they started persecuting the shamans of the communities, the pagan communities. And as we know, so the Druids were wiped out by the Romans. Catholicism was brought into this country, and then even then sort of it went down into the seers, into the healing people in the villages, the midwives, the people that had the magic touch. And again, what happened to them? We ended up burning them all because we couldn't sit with anything else apart from one truth. Now, the loving thing about shamanism is that there is no Bible. Even now, with the way that we worked in the West and brought the new shamanic sort of way of studying for the West, we don't have a Bible. There's thousands of books out there, so we learn how to train ourselves to work at it, but we learn with respect, with honor, working with spirit, and then you develop that relationship until we are working. Whenever we tune in, we are influenced, we get ideas from spirit for work, rest and play, keep us going, moving, keeping us healthy, help healing other people. And again, we're linking in with the natural world, which we know in today's world we need to do that, because the world is being raped, ripped apart, it's dying in places. And how can we do that? So as a shamanic practitioner, and again, I'm a shamanic practitioner, not a shaman. Shaman are those indigenous people working out around the continent still in their communities. Michael Harner from America in the 1950s went to South America, and he was working with these tribes, and he was going into caves, and they were having these ecstatic states, and he was wondering, well, what were they doing? And they were drinking ayahuasca, and he thought, oh. And he had a go, and he went, wow, this is incredible. But this isn't trance. This isn't sort of dreaming. This is something different. And he recognized that he was working with spirit. And so he thought, well, I can't go back to the West. I can't go back to America and say, hey, everybody, let's smoke lots of drugs and let's have a good time, and we can converse with spirit. So he realized that with the indigenous American Native Americans, they were using drums. 4 to 7 beats a second turns the brainwaves to a theta brainwave. Suddenly you're having ecstatic states. You are working with spirit. And he sort of worked with the shamans of the areas down in South America, and worked out that there's the upper world, the lower world, and the middle world. And this is the shamanic map of the worlds. The upper world, you work with more humanoid entities, but there's countless infinity lands, places to go, spirits to meet, different types of experiences, communications, and as you travel up through the first level, there's like a scheme that you sort of break through, and then you're up into there and you're having your experiences. And they're more the teachers. They're all loving, all compassionate, all knowing spirits that want to work with us. If we go to the lower world, and again, we access that by going down low, probably through roots or through drains or through waterfalls, or down a basin, or down, if you want to use a toilet, down a toilet, however you want to get down into the ground. And you work down into the lower world, and you will meet the power animals. Now, why animals? Well, if you think back 100,000 years, people were living on the land. They knew what these animals represented, the power, the energy. If you said a lion and you saw a lion, you would know the power of the lion, the strength of the lion, and also what it meant to them as a community. And so the power animals, you can link it up with the power animals, and through the healing, you can get power animal retrieval, where that is, we would go down with our crystals, pick it up in our crystals or in our hands, bring it up and blow it into the client's chest, heart chakra, head chakra, rattle it in, boom, 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 boom. And the power animal brings strengths, gifts, and qualities back to this person. It might be an ally, a power animal that has worked with them before and gone off, but now wants to come back. Because at this point in life, the person, the client, is now sort of at that point where this ally is needed. Or it might be a perfectly new one coming through, because this is a new point in life. This person's going through the door they need to go through. They're turning their life around. Wow, brilliant, let's go, pow, let's work with them. That's the lower world. It tends to be sort of one land, but many, many terrains. And as I said, birds, mythical animals, legendary animals, animals you've probably never even seen before, but they're there and they have a purpose, and you can talk and interact with them and bring them back. The middle world is, and so these two other worlds are called non-ordinary reality, because the middle world, where we live and breathe and have our existence, is the ordinary reality. Is for most people what ordinary reality is. But spirit, the middle world, interpenetrates this world too. So that's why we can move up into the higher upper world, the lower world, and we can move around. We can do distant healing. Last week I was in Calcutta doing the city, healing the people, doing psychopomp, taking those that needed it in one particular area to be taken up into the light of the upper world. Did that, healing the land with other teachers and spirits that I work with. So we can go around the world. We can go and visit people. We as I said, with the own trees, we talk with spirits of the trees, of the land. Crystal was talking about talking to the plants. Yes, please, not just Prince Charles does it. Everybody, you can turn plants around by talking to them. If they're not growing too well, send them some love, some energy, beam it. It's there, channel in with them, work with them. Your house has energy, has a spirit of the house. The energy of everything that is going on in the house has gone on in the house. If something terrible and nasty has happened in the house hundreds of years ago, it will leave an imprint, or it might leave an imprint. And that's what you're picking up every now and again. You think, oh, something's not right. It's sort of, there's a nasty smell in that corner. Yeah, because maybe 100, 150 years ago, there was fire there, and it's left an energetic imprint in that corner, and it's there. So shamanic practitioners, we come in, and that's why we call shamanic practitioners not shamans, because we learn in the West, and we come back to our communities in the West, where the community is different. We don't have everybody in our area or our roads coming, and we be healing them sort of every day or every week. in our communities today, we all go off to the doctors. Well, men don't go at all. Then all we want are pills. It's not actually healing anything. We sort of say that illness comes from an imprint, an energy imprint in spirit, usually coming from trauma. If you've had trauma in your life, you've had an accident, you've had surgery, you had a fright, abuse, that will cause an energetic imprint. And that can get stuck in the body in certain places and stop the natural flow of energy. So that's when we would come along and say, well, this person needs extraction. So going back to the fire, we'd say, well, we need to come into that area, work with the spirit of the house, work with the spirit of that, whatever happened there, the fire, take it to where it needs to be. All energy has a home. Nothing is intrinsically evil. It's just energy in the wrong place, doing maybe what's right for them, but not for where they are or if they are within us. I'm going to talk about the different types of healing that we offer. And I've started with extraction. So symptoms of spiritual intrusion. An intrusion can manifest as localized pain in the body, illness or depression. Left unattended, these intrusions, these energy imprints, can manifest into chronic illness. So the work by moving these, pulling these things out, can bring great relief and balance. So yeah, so what we do is, again, we have an extraction ally. So I know that I'm going to do, so the diagnostic journey, okay, so I have a client and they say, oh, I want shamanic healing. So I have a chat with them. What's going on in your life? What's not working? What is working? And they might say, oh, I've just got these pains. They're horrible. They're nasty. I can't get on with it. And I think, well, most people want extraction. We all have negative thoughts. We all pick up those negative thoughts as we walk down the street in shopping centres. Everybody going, bah, 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 throwing these nasty thoughts about, and we're picking them all up because we haven't got any protection. So in shamanism and shamanic practitioner, we use protection, spirit protection. We have animals around us the whole time that are deflecting, keeping us away, and we will keep ourselves in a higher vibration, so we won't attract those things either. But your normal client, a normal person, is just walking through, getting involved in thoughts, troubling thoughts or experiences, and getting blocks within them. Extractor, we merge together, we come together, and we'll have the person either in physically in front of us, or again, if it's distance healing, we go back to the doll that I had yesterday. Won't go into all that because of the time. And it's there, and what we do is there's a diagnostic journey to spirit. So spirit tells me, yes, extraction needs to be done, and probably soul retrieval for that type of what he's complaining about. Brilliant, fantastic. We have the client there. So I will do my spirit eye, my shamanic eye, and look at what I can see. Can I see? And sometimes you see, you know, I see physical shapes represent things like swords, animals, insects, colors, entities, things that shouldn't be where they should be. So I know that they have to be pulled out. So merged with my ally, we can pull those out. I also walk through the person's body. So I have the person's body beside me. Don't literally walk through their body, but I have a thought picture of them in my head. And as we walk through, again, merged, and I feel it. So as I'm going through the head, you feel things as if you're being crushed and that, or darkness or depression or whatever. Oh, okay, definitely the head needs work. Oh, the throat, oh. And again, you get a feeling of what's going on within the body, down to the toes. Come back, next thing is the Navajo hand tremble. And it's not because of alcohol. And it's most energy workers will do this. You'll find either the physical body, or you'll work off the auras. And again, they're all at different places: etheric, emotional, mental, and spiritual, if you want to go too far out. And you can work and you'll find where there's buzzes, cold spots, hot spots, being pushed away, something nasty. And you go, okay, you need to work there too. So you make your lists up. Then you do the extraction. So where do we place this energy? Flowing water, what Crystal said earlier, has power. It will move energy along. So I've already communicated with the spirit of the River Cam, it's my local river. And as I'm tuning in at the beginning of the session, I'll call Spirit brought the cam in, it's there. We have a corridor and I take this energy out. I see it, it goes into the water and it's moved. I see it, Spirit's with me, it is done. That energy has been pulled out and it's moved on. So we extract until there's no more extraction left, which is great. Then we move on to the soul retrieval. So what's the soul? The spiritual vital essence, the light body that surrounds us and keeps us linked to the divine, is called in shamanic terms, soul essence. Are you depressed? Have you got apathy? Feelings you are beside yourself, not quite whole? Destructive behaviors, weak immune system, difficulty staying present in your body, or complete inability to function? Well, you might have had a trauma. Through accidents, surgery, bad relationships, abuse, neglect, certain parts of the soul can run away to hide. So part of your essence will fly off. And it's a natural way of coping with pain. So bits of us will fly off. And usually bits slowly come back. But more often than not, for heavy abuse, heavy trauma, bits will go and hide around the universe, the spirit, upper world, lower world, wherever. So we know, I know that I've been told I have to go and find it. So I'm standing there. My intention, and again, intention will get you there. My intention is the journey into spirit to find the parts of the soul body for Johnny, who wish to come back at this moment in time to help with them. And then one by one, I travel, I go with my trusty crystal. We just journey out in the spirit. So again, it's a picture show. Oh, there's a great big door there. I open the door, there's a baby there. And so I talk to the baby. Hi, Johnny, how are you? And the baby says, yeah, I left because nobody picked me up and I was so sad and nobody loved me and I felt really distraught. I say, oh, great. Well, Johnny wants you to come back now. Would you like to come back? Yeah, okay. Yeah, because we've got things to do. And Johnny, baby Johnny, aged baby, will bring back strength, courage, clear vision, whatever it brings back, the gifts that this person has had since birth, is his birthright, these energies. And we come back, travel back in the crystal, in through the heart, in through the head chakra. Crystal works in the upper worlds, lower worlds, quartz crystal. It's the only crystal that can work in the upper world and lower world. And we charge them every so often. So we will find a number of these soul parts for that particular day, bring them back, put them into the person. And there tends to be a theme throughout, age from, I've had in the womb, babies in the womb that I found, up to the person literally touching me on the shoulder from that day where they've had a shock, or they was worried about me working with them, so that they're saying, oh, I'm not sure it's safe. Is it safe? What do you do? Are you weird? Are you evil? Are you a witch? Calm down, come back, blow it in, peace. Then we come to energy attachments. Great ones. So if you are feeling or experiencing an uncomfortable presence around you, or depression, inexplicable mood swings, personality shifts, substance abuse or addictions, chances are you've probably picked an entity up that hasn't crossed over, that hasn't gone all the way into the light of the upper world. You might pick up an elemental, a nature spirit. You might have picked up an alien, or an entity from a different dimension. They're all there, they all exist, they're all around us the whole time in spirit form. And they come into our energy form and they stay there, and they can cause all those issues, those problems. So we go in and we can work face to face with the client, or we can do it from a distance where I tune into the person, into that entity. Most of them will go straight away. Now and again, you've got great arguments. Nature spirits are great ones because they're quite comedic, quite funny, and won't go for a bit until you actually bring out the big guns, the big allies that come, pull them up. And again, they're just energy in the wrong place. They're not evil, they're not nasty. We move them around. I pulled out demons. And again, there's reasons why demons probably are not necessarily as bad as the press they get or what they are. Sometimes it's just a person trying to get people's attention, and people get scared because lights are going on and off, things are flying all over the place. All that person wants to know is saying, please help me move on. It's not a demon, it's nothing nasty, it just wants attention. It's that smell, it's that fire that's left an imprint. We move it on. Checking the time, ancestral healing. So curses, sorcery, it's not, okay, so it can manifest as a debilitating belief or emotion shared with other members of the family, a particular addiction or destructive behavior which runs through the family, health problems or accidents that seem to appear regularly in themes along the male or female lineage. There might be part of curses. We curse ourselves. I'm a shit. I'm a right old dick. I always do these things. I don't deserve anything. Oh, curse, curse, curse. Put the energy in. Energy follows thought. Be careful what you think. Be careful what you say. Please do. So somebody's done something back in medieval times, and somebody's decided they're going to get cursed. Hundreds of thousands of curses in the Middle Ages, and you go back to antiquity, to Greece, to Egypt and beyond. There's big money to be made in cursing. People did it as a profession, and the better they were at it, the more they got paid. How do they power a curse? Normally through the blood of an animal or a person. So when we're working, again, these curses, I no way I'm going to touch them. My ally comes in and does all that work. We go back to when the curse was made, that is having the effect on the person in the now. They will catch the curse as it's sent. They will nullify, take the vitality out of it, and give that energy back to the universe. If anyone has been hurt, if there's been an animal or a human, we will take that animal to the soul group, the human, up into the light of the upper world. We'll trace back and make sure there's no connection of the curse with the person. If that person then needs a bit of healing, we will give them that as well. But generally, the curse will end.
3 minutes.
Okay, thank you. Also working with the ancestors, we can't, again, that's why I included the beginning bit with the ancestors. Ancestors are so important to us. Even if you are having a life where you think you don't belong to anyone and you hate your parents, you hate your family and everything like that, appeal to the ancestors. Appeal to the council of compassionate ancestors. The ancestors that want to come and work with. Not all ancestors do. It's like a family. Brothers don't necessarily want to help brothers, or sister, or uncle, aunt, or whatever. So you can call upon the ones that wish to come and work with you, support you, give you strength, give you power, give you energy, give you foresight, give you a path to work with. Again, the shamanic practitioner can help you with all those sort of things. Clearing lands, clearing houses, office space. We do blessings. Bless the house, bless the person, bless the birth, bless the business, the relationship. Working with the deities, with that, coming in with those energies, power songs, just really filling you with spirit and positive spirituality and power. You're off on it. Divination. We do journeys where if you ask a question, not a yes/no one, but sort of, what are the benefits of me marrying Johnny? You don't want to marry Johnny, he's got lots of intrusions in him. Whoa. But what we will do is we'll do a journey, we'll go out into spirit, we'll have an experience, we'll record it, we'll write it down. That experience is yours, that's your journey. It will answer for you. We also do direct revelation, where the deities come and we talk with them. Again, like yesterday I was saying, spirit of the bark, Mother Earth, stone, I work with, Apollo, I pull down, goddess. We work all in just in different ways. Distant healing. Last thing, benefits of shamanic work can be found in the following areas: personal healing, life changes, empowerment, decision making, problem solving, transformation, relationships, health, illness, correctedness, bereavement, emotional issues, spiritual development. It really is worth having a look at.
Wow.
It changes your life. God
Thomas,
bless you.
you've changed our lives, and bless you from every one of us. My goodness, what you can fit into half an hour. Imagine having a session with Thomas. Just like, bang, you would just be energy cleared in no time. Wow, you've got some energy and you're an amazing presence, and we're all very blessed to have you with us. So thank you very much for being here.
Blessings.